Well, I've been calling this 75 CJ5. I don't know why I keep doing that. It's actually 73. However, need to kind of go over some things, sit there and kind of let everybody know what I've come across or dealt with. It came back, had a couple issues. It didn't want to start one day, and what we found out is that AMC used a lot of inline fuses in behind the dash, and a couple of them plastic inline components had broke. And then there was a tuning issue, which let's go ahead and get into. That way I can kind of spread the info on everybody else, what all I've done so far and what we got figured out. Of course, you're all familiar with this. You know, if you've watched my previous videos. Now, if you look at my old videos, I have swapped out this relay box here. Well, I don't even know why I closed that, but I sat there and I'm gonna have you all over the screen here. We went ahead and done this. It's a sealed box, kind of like that one over there. And I wanted to keep everything external, you know, that had anything to do with the engine, separated. Plus, we presume this guy's going to come in for vintage air because he's already talking about it. So I've got 3 extra slots and 3 extra sets of fuses in there. But one of the issues we were having was over here on this mass airflow sensor. It was not happy that this tube was this short. It wasn't also happy with probably the step downs. Either way, it was irritating the flow of it. So took it to a local tune guy. I don't remember which one of these wires here he eliminated, but he had cut one, slipped it back in the harness. This is no longer active. Everything reads off the map sensor as far as all the airflow, running good. As far as the dying part and not wanting to start back up, AMC on the Jeeps anyway, in particular, that was my no start issue. That and some corrosion was in there. One of the things he did want to do was be able to read gauges. So we went ahead and went further into the project. And we've added the Dakota dash. So now he's got information on that. However, due to we stayed with the factory manual transmission, I do have to figure out where I'm going to get my VSS signal for the speedo for this computer. Hidden under here to know that this vehicle's moving since it's manual transmission. And I had to use 3 modules to sit there and run that. Of course, the module that came with it itself. The problem came with this Gen 5 was where to put any sensors. So the fan controllers, we had to use this PAC 2800 BT, which BT stands for Bluetooth, and that was actually cool in itself because I was able to communicate with that and program that. But the jewel star of it all, oil pressure information, tach information, and water temperature, without having to drill or modify any holes in the blocks or find a way to get a tach signal from the ECM. This module right here eliminated a lot of problems. Got a little link that runs to your ODB port, and they do sell a T that will add that in line with, yeah, it's kind of dark. There we go, a little bit. Anyway, that's a T port that sits there and sends the information to that BIM2 controller. But kind of wanted to do at least a short video at the moment. I still got to set the rest of that. Oh, I'm going to show you all one more thing that I cured. Well, I don't know about cured. By the time we did a Gen 5 swap in this and Dakota Digitals, got a fancy little knob right here. I relocated all the fuses. And what I did do from Napa Auto Parts, from where I'm at, I lengthened the wires, and I probably went overboard with this, but I'm old people. I don't care to lean over anything anymore. But went ahead and lengthened the wires out. Made this where we could sit there and pull the fuse box down. The customer doesn't like hunting for fuses any more than I do. And we got what they call a blow and glow fuse to let you know which fuses burn out, since he's going to have 3 different sets of fuse boxes. And so that if anything goes wrong in the original wiring, that box I just pulled out of here has all the original stuff in there that was behind the dash, so that he didn't have to worry about any more fuses getting blown, or something happening where the fuse holder's not holding it right or making contact. Just kind of freshened everything up. Moved it all over to one area. Probably should have did a little video while I still had that panel I made to hold all those controllers for the Dakota dash, but you pretty much know all my wiring I clean up. It looks like this, so you already know what it's like underneath there. It's the same. So, but anyway, that's the update. Just thought I'd let everybody know, I'm back on this thing a little bit, and see if after the first of the year, he's probably gonna want to bring her back and do some vintage air, I'm sure. But anyway, just kind of an update and let y'all know what we discovered and found out, kind of where I went wrong. The actual problem with the mass airflow was that they told me was that the tube was too short. And I guess you can go ahead and do a longer tube. If I'd have known that was going to be an issue, that's what I would have done. I probably would have come off the intake here and brought it down across here somewhere, like I've seen in other people's videos. But this was my first actually LS swap of any sort that was not carbureted. I do want to give a shout out to PSI conversions. You can spend a fortune on the Terminator X stuff, but if you're just going to sit there and do a everyday, drivability vehicle, an old cruiser car, Holley Terminator X is pretty awesome stuff, but this will work off ODB2. You can have a GM guy work with you on it, unless you're a GM guy and you don't want to have to screw with finding everything inside the Holley system. Holley's for sport, for fun, and it's good stuff, good quality stuff. But this guy here, he didn't need anything complicated, because he's always going to bring it to us stock performance. So, and I know that PSI, I know they can do some custom tunes and stuff like that for you. So I'm not going to say that they're limited on things. I know that they've got some different things, but if you go to their website, PSI Conversions, you know, you can sit there and kind of pick through what you want to do for your engine swap, as far as your LS swap, things like that. There's a lot of stuff in there that's very helpful. If you have any questions, their tech support's great, sales is great. I mean, I really like them guys. They really do good. The other ones I'll give a shout out to is Dakota Digital. Them guys are pretty awesome too. If you have any questions of, you know, is this gonna interrupt this or that? You know, are these gonna work together like they should? Or what am I doing wrong? Dakota Digital guys have been great. So, but yeah, I'm overall satisfied with this. Very satisfied with it, but yeah. Dakota Digital dash is a little expensive, but it's worth it. Man, them guys have got that stuff down to an art. These PSI guys got this stuff down to an art. Made this to where all I had to do was make the engine fit in. That wire it and fire it from PSI is pretty awesome. And the customer's really happy with it, except for the day it died because of that little fuse holder breaking. But we got them fixed. And we'll be sending this one back out as soon as I calibrate the speedo. And we'll send him back out on the road and enjoying his vehicle. So y'all have a great day.